So Nikon just bought Red. So what does that mean and why is everybody freaking out about it? Well, if you're not very into cameras or anything like that, let me tell you what that actually means. Nikon has been notoriously bad in terms of the video and filmmaking space. They are very well versed in the photography space, and the couple times that they tried to launch a pro video camera, they absolutely failed. Take a look at the Z8 and the Z9. It almost is a filmmaking joke to be using Nikons in the video and filmmaking space. Again, Nikon has been so set in the photography space, so the fact that they bought out Red is mind-boggling. And the fact that Red even wanted to sell to Nikon is kind of crazy, considering the fact that they sued them for using internal RAW in some of their cameras. But recently, in their newest generation of Red cameras, the DSM-C3 line, they have native RF mounts, which are created by Canon, which is actually something else I do want to cover, which is controversy. Like I said before, Red's DSM-C3 bodies now have a native RF mount. And who is one of Nikon's greatest competitors? That's right, Canon. So I wonder what that rabbit hole is gonna look like. But on the bright side, Red is going to continue doing their stuff the same way. They're not going to be going anywhere, they're not dissolving the company, but they have been acquired by Nikon, which means there are going to be some changes. Now, I'm sure Nikon isn't gonna do anything to the Komodos, at least I'd hope, because they do have the native RF mount, but what's probably going to happen is that they may actually make a Red camera that has a native Nikon L mount. Now, personally, I don't really want to see that happen. I would rather eat my left shoe than get Nikon glass. But now that Nikon has acquired Red, that may actually happen in the near future. But it is a really big shock considering that Nikon is not very well versed in the video, in the motion picture world. So it looks like they're really trying to break into that world considering they just acquired Red. Something that I am curious to see what will happen is, what are they gonna do about the RF mount? Are they going to completely do away with it? Are they going to try to get in cahoots with Canon? I'm not sure. But in recent years, especially in the DSM-C3 bodies, I have noticed that Red has been moving away from being stuck in their own little world. They have been notorious for being like, we are our own company and only our own company, we do not collaborate. In the DSM-C2 days, as you can see, that these cameras have a lot of proprietary parts to them, such as their media, their screens. Of course, you can use third-party accessories on a DSM-C2 body. However, to get the most out of the camera, it is to use first-party accessories. And in some cases, you don't even have a choice but to use first-party accessories. But like I said, Red has been expanding their circle a little bit. They've been collaborating with Canon a lot, considering they use the Canon RF mount in the DSM-C3 bodies, along with the Canon BP battery mount. And not too long ago, I think you guys saw this, that Red collaborated with Ari, who they also sued before, on a camera for the new Tron movie. So what does this mean for filmmakers, and especially filmmakers who use Red? Red shooters are now Nikon shooters. But jokes aside, Red is still going to be making cameras the same way that they have been, but I'm very sure that we can see in the future Red coming out with a camera that has a lot of accessories that would do the best with Nikon. So it looks like filmmakers like myself are gonna have to stop dogging on Nikon now, because the meme is dead. Nikon has now acquired Red, and Red is definitely going to be a huge step in pushing Nikon into the pro video space. So those are just my 2 cents of Nikon's acquisition of Red. Personally, I don't know what to think about it, but only time will tell about how Nikon will break the meme of them making potatoes for video cameras. I hope you guys enjoyed the second upload this week. I just had to talk about this considering it's such a big thing in the filmmaking world. But if you made it to the end of this video, dude, you know I appreciate you. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I recommend you watch this video next. It's my most recent upload. You don't want to miss it. It's an absolutely awesome one. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.